Jim Cramer is so full of it.
And you just said that on camera. This going viral.
I just want to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for helping me pass 100. If you haven't subscribed, hopefully I can earn it today.
At this point, it should be obvious that if you try to short AMC, you're going to end up just like the guys who shorted it in January. You're an idiot. The Wall Street Bets crew will run you over just like the tanks rolled over hapless soldiers in World War II. If anything, shorting this kind of stock is what sends it higher. It can go up 70% from when they raise capital, because when the bulls crush you, it's Pamplona, partner. You got to buy back your shares at a higher price in order to close out your position. Have you ever been? You know, I used to own Longhorns. Holy cow, they'd kill you just to get the box of donuts in your hands. So why the heck did so many hedge fund managers try to short this thing again? Why are regular sellers offering stock? Well, they could have just gotten out of the way. Instead, they turned themselves into fodder for the Wall Street Bets cohort, which is why AMC was up 19% just today. They can probably gun it up to the mid-20s on the back of this latest short squeeze, and if the plain vanilla sellers just walk away, wow. You know what? Memo to all the sellers tomorrow. Take a breather. Go to the movies. Do something interesting. I don't know. What's interesting? Watch some Netflix. Go to work even. But stop selling your AMC and see what happens.
I think the only way, Apes, we can describe Jim Cramer is he is literally three-faced. He has come on TV 3 times in the past 2 weeks with 3 completely different takes on AMC and the ape movement. In that first clip we just watched, he was telling the shorts that they're out of their mind for shorting GameStop and AMC continually because the ape movement was not going to sell, we were buying and holding, and that they were crazy, they should do something else besides short AMC. Now, let's take a look at what he said today.
Gensler, and you're thinking about this, because this is happening in real time in front of you.
Right.
What should you do?
Well, I think Gary ought to have a series of town meetings explaining how stocks work. I know that Melissa mentioned the term naked shorting the other day, and people went nuts on that. I talked about how Wendy's moved. I think he ought to do what Arthur Levitt did. Town meetings explaining to people how if you do something like this, you have to recognize it can end badly, it can end well. We got the GameStop meeting today. But you know what? We ought to have education coming out of the SEC. Go back to the old days. Instead of the SEC just being quiet and being somewhat laissez-faire, let's get back in.
So almost a month ago, I made this video about the Wall Street Conspiracy movie, which, just so you know, has been taken off of YouTube. Since I made this video, it's completely gone. You can't find it. The only thing that's up there now is the trailer. The video itself, the Wall Street Conspiracy movie, is gone. It was an hour and 40-minute movie that's completely off of YouTube. But I broke it down in this video, about 15 minutes worth of information that was basically consolidated so you didn't have to watch the whole hour-and-a-half show. The movie was completely based around Wes Christian, who has been all over the news the last couple days, and his case to fight against the hedge funds with what they did to Overstock when Overstock first went public. How they manipulated it. Basically the same thing they're doing to AMC right now. They tried with Overstock, and Wes Christian went to bat for Overstock and fought the hedge funds and won a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against them. I will put a link at the end of this to the video, the Wall Street Conspiracy movie, so that you can go watch it yourself. It'll probably blow your mind because it's everything we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. And the fact that they took it down off YouTube just says everything you need to know. But in this next clip, I just pulled a piece of it of Jim Cramer talking about how when he ran his hedge fund, they did exactly what's happening to AMC right now, and he thought it was fun. Guess with Jim Cramer.
After sounding the battle cry of journalistic integrity loudest of all, CNBC star Jim Cramer was seen on the internet telling another journalist how his hedge fund tried to manipulate the market.
I have to talk about what it's like at my hedge fund, okay? And what other hedge funds do.
We have a tape where Cramer's talking about when he ran a hedge fund, how he broke the law.
You know, a lot of times when I was short at my hedge fund and I was positioned short, meaning I needed it down, I would create a level of activity beforehand that could drive the futures. It doesn't take much money.
He's advocating breaking the law and telling people to break the law.
What you're seeing now is it probably is bigger market now. Maybe you need 10 million in capital to knock this stuff down, but it's a fun game and it's a lucrative game.
I mean, the SEC won't figure it out, so he's a crook.
You can't create yourself an impression that a stock's down, but you do it anyway because the SEC doesn't understand it.
They're sociopaths. They're just absolute sociopaths.
What's important when you're in that hedge fund mode is to not do anything remotely truthful. Because the truth is so against your view that it's important to create a new truth, to develop a fiction. And this is actually just blatantly illegal.
The integrity of those markets, protecting the investors. And the SEC failed.
So basically, according to Jim Cramer, we are stupid, we're dumb apes. We need to be taught by Gary Gensler how to play the stock market. We have no idea what we're doing, but we do know what we're doing when it comes to shorts because we're beating the hedge funds. I mean, just take everything Jim Cramer says with a grain of salt. Don't let his FUD scare you into anything. His tactics aren't working, but they're going to keep trying it. I mean, the fact that they went out there and replaced AMC today with Clove should tell you everything you need to know that the market is being manipulated by the media. Don't let mainstream media, especially CNBC, affect anything you do. Be careful what YouTube videos you're watching, the creators you're looking towards. They're not all out for their best interests, and some of them just have delusions of grandeur, I guess. Just keep everything in check, stay mentally strong, hold on. This is Ape Nation, I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.